Okay, so it's 31 minutes past, so we will get started. So today we are looking at integrations in Ayoa. So we'll be taking a look at the various different integrations we have. Some of them will be just part of Ultimate, while some of them are also accessible in Pro as well. And if you're currently only on the free version of Ayoa, you may not have seen them yet. So first of all, I'm going to start off by looking at the video integrations that we have. So right at the top here, we've got Ayoa Chat. If I just start a conversation with somebody, then you can see right at the top here, we've got a video icon. So from here, you can launch either Jitsi, which is a built-in video app, or if you're using Zoom, much like I am right now, then you can launch a Zoom meeting from here. So this will start a one-to-one video chat with this person. Now, as I'm already on a video call, I can't demonstrate this to you right now, but it is as simple as just clicking on here. So as well as being able to have one-on-one video calls, you can also do this in group conversations. I can add multiple people. And I can start that video chat with everyone in the group. And to make things even simpler, you can also, if you're on a task board, go up to these settings here and launch that video chat straight from the task board. And that will automatically invite everyone that you're already working on in that task board. And you can do exactly the same on mind maps as well. So you can start that video meeting or that Zoom conversation right there. So if you want to double check, what account you have linked with Zoom, you can access your account settings through the menu. And if you pop down here to integrations, you can enable your Zoom integration right here. You can see in here, you've got your other integrations set up already. So that is the Zoom and Jitsi integrations. Really, really quick to get started, and you can start them from so many places in the app and quickly get that meeting started. So the next integration I'm going to have a look at is the Google Calendar integration. So this is on task boards only. And what it allows you to do is sync a task board as a calendar on your Google Calendar. And once you've synced it, those tasks will show as events. So to set up that integration, you can go through your settings, click on Google Calendar Sync. And that will open up your settings so you can see all the different task boards that you're working on, and you can choose which one that you want to sync. So just click Enable Sync. Allow the integration. And it will start syncing that board to Google Calendar. So there we go. So your task board will show up under My Calendars. So you can see I've got Marketing Spring 2021 here. And those tasks will now show as events on your calendar. So if you've added start and due dates, they'll show on the calendar in that same way. So if I just quickly go back to this task board, you can see that those same tasks are showing within that task board. What I can also do from the Google Calendar is if I add an event and I add it to this calendar, that will also add it to this task board. And I can do the same thing. So if I add a task now, I'll need to add a start and due date, otherwise it's not going to show. There we go. So you can see that is the task that I added on the calendar. If I go back, and you can see that the tasks that I've added on the task board is now also appearing on that calendar. So it's a two-way sync. So if you're moving back and forth between Google Calendar and your task board, you can start adding tasks and events on either one, and it will automatically update on that board. And once I've got it in here, I can move it about exactly where I need it. So you can only be integrated to one calendar at a time. So if you ever do need to change it, let's say you changed your email address, then you can go back into your integrations and turn it off. And you can also turn it off in your Google settings as well. An additional integration that we have just on task boards is Evernote. So to set that up, I'm going to show you again how you get to that setting. Go to your menu, go to your settings, and go to your account settings. Pop down to integrations. So click Enable Evernote. So I'm already logged into Evernote, as you probably will be if you're a regular user, and then just authorize. And if you ever need to turn it off, just go to your integrations and you can disable it from here. So we include instructions on how to send your notes from Evernote as a task into Ayoa. So you can do it basically using these tags. So Ayoa on hold, Ayoa in progress, Ayoa completed. And if you just add Ayoa, it just adds just a regular unstarted task. So to begin with, I'm going to show you how to add the integration here. So I might need to refresh just because I've only just added that integration. And once it's refreshed, then we'll send our first task from Ayoa to Evernote. And then we'll do it the other way around as well. There we go. So if you go to the More tab and click Send Task to Evernote, you can choose which notebook you want to add it in. As I haven't started any yet, it will just say First Notebook, and then click Send. Okay, bear with me just a second. I finished doing that. There we go. So you can see in all notes here, I've got research competitors, and it has a link directly to that task. So if I click on that and click Visit Source, it will take me right back to that task in Ayoa. Okay, so you can also do it the other way around. So if I create a new note, then I add a tag down here. That will create a new task. So I'll see that in my notifications, and I can choose what task board I want to add that to by clicking Move Task. As you can see down here, this is the task that I had earlier that I've created in Evernote. And if I click View in Evernote, that will take me back to Evernote where I can continue working on that note. So you can see, it really didn't take me much time at all to get set up and start sending things back and forth. So if you're a regular user of Evernote, you can continue using that and working Ayoa into your everyday routine. So the next thing I'm going to look at is the integrations when it comes to adding files. So you can upload files from your device, and because Ayoa is cloud-based, it means that you're going to be able to access those files that you've uploaded on any other device you log into Ayoa with, and other people who you're sharing the board with will also be able to access and download those documents. So if you're using Google Drive or Dropbox, you can also sign in to those accounts and attach your documents that way. So to do that, literally all you need to do is just click on attachments, and you can see that instead of clicking on computer, you can click on Dropbox or Google Drive. and that will show you, documents that you can choose from, and you can search through your Google Drive for the documents that you're after. And because this file is stored on Google Drive rather than me uploading a new document, this will be really useful for things that need updating on a regular basis, rather than uploading an attachment which you'll need to take down, re-edit, take down, re-edit. So using Google Drive or Dropbox will be a much easier solution to that. So if you need instructions for how to do that after this webinar, if you go to integrations, you can click here, but you can see that it's as simple as just clicking on it and logging in. It really won't take you very long at all. So as well as integrations, we also have export options as well. So if you use Microsoft Word or Excel, we have ways of exporting your task boards as an Excel sheet so that you can continue working on that data. So to do that, you can either go into your settings and click Export Task Board, or if you go into your settings and click on Task Boards here, you can see that you've got the option to export. You can also export multiple task boards at the same time. And you can choose what data you want to include in those exports as well. So if you need to see completed tasks, you can include them, but if you don't need them, you can exclude them. Then once exported, you can use that data in exactly the same way as you would any other spreadsheet. In My Maps, you also have the option to export your My Map as a Word document. So to see the export options, just click on the menu and click on Export. And from here, you can choose to export it as a PDF, the Word document, or image. And once open, you'll see an outline of the mind map. Your central idea will be the title, and then the document will be broken down into subtitles. And it's an example of what that looks like. So just one final integration that I wanted to talk to you about. So if you get sent maybe a lot of emails that you want to action as tasks, you can email these into yourself. So if you email in using the same email address as you've registered for Ayoa with, but you send the email to me@ayoa.in. A task will be sent in, and you'll be able to move it in exactly the same way as you moved the Evernote task. Okay, so I've showed you a couple of different integrations and different ways of exporting information from Ayoa. So I'm just going to ask you if anyone has any questions about anything that I've showed you, or if you have any other questions regarding Ayoa. I can see there's one question already. So no, we don't have a Skype integration. It's just Zoom or the built-in video integration, which is powered by Jitsi. So the benefit of using Jitsi is that obviously you won't need a Zoom subscription or to need to create another account. Using the Ayoa video meeting, it will all be within one app without needing to sign up for anything else. So just while I'm waiting for any additional questions anyone might have, I'm just going to go through how you can find out more about using Ayoa. So if you need any extra support, setting up any of these integrations. So our support guides are available at support.ayoa.com. If you go to our YouTube channel, we actually have a playlist which has a list of previous webinars that we've done. So if you're looking to find out maybe more about mind mapping or task boards or our newest view whiteboards, then you'll find a webinar that will suit you. And then if you've got any additional questions that you can't quite find the answer to, you can email us at support@ayoa.com. So we run the webinars on a weekly basis. Usually we run them on a Wednesday, but for next week, just as a one-off, we'll be doing it on the Tuesday. And that will be focusing on Ayoa Ultimate and just looking at the features which are exclusive to Ultimate. So that will include the presenter mode, the integrations and Pulse. And then the following week, we'll be looking at getting started in Ayoa, which just runs through, how you would create a new whiteboard or mind map or task board, and a general guide to how those interact. Okay, does anyone have any other questions about Google Calendar or Evernote or any of the other integrations that we've gone through today? So this video will be sent out tomorrow. And if you were looking for another webinar, if you just pop on our YouTube channel, you'll find a huge list of webinars there. And of course, if there's something that you're not quite comfortable asking in the Q&A, you can just pop us over an email at any time at support@ayoa.com. Okay, I hope this session has been useful. It doesn't look like anyone has any more questions, but if you do want to contact us for any help, do let us know at support@ayoa.com. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.